Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. I got 2 weeks worth because I gotta tell you this new job is stupid. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Silverhawks 10 from Dynamite Comics. What does that mean? That's right, it's the final issue. Anytime you see 10 on a Dynamite Comics, guess what? Writer is Ed Brisson. Artist is George Cambadeas, because he's the only artist that they can manage to work with him. So, yep, Silverhawks fight Monstar, beat Monstar's butt, leave it wide open for something else, and then tell us, that's all you get. Is it tomorrow we get back to work? But this is the final issue. I don't know why they keep doing this to me, but it's irritating. All right. Kaiju Cooking number 4! So there are these things that are like Ultraman, who leave giant dead kaiju near this young lady's restaurant. Story and art, Hiroshi Kanatani. Translation and lettering, Doug Glynn. Okay, it's really his last name. It's Glynn. D-L-I-N. Glynn. So a big old lobster crustacean-y kaiju comes along. And what does she do? She has the guy with the sword. She even teaches him how to take out the mud vein with his sword. And then she makes chili megachella. So you need, and there's the recipe. And for the recipe for this, you use shrimp. And yeah. And then the guy who's in charge of killing all the kaiju shows up to have a plate, and she yells at him and says, "Why can't you not leave these in front of my freaking restaurant?" So this is just fun. That's what this is. You have to have a fun comic once in a while, kids. Issue 2 of Starship Godzilla. Hooray! When last we left, they had a baby well, it wasn't a Godzilla. Writer is Chris Gooch. Artist is Oliver Ono. And after last month's adventure, sorry, they had to get the ship fixed, and Ghidorah shows up. There you go. I'm sorry, that's shrimp from the last thing. Ship fixed. Ghidorah. Oh, yes, I did do who did it. Sonic the Hedgehog, we're counting down to issue 100. This is issue 82. Story is Evan Stanley. Art is Gigi Dutrix. And we have a new character, boys and girls. They're after this crystal. And they run into Solel. Solel the Sugar Glider, who is an acrobat clown with his family, who have perfected the art of acrobattle. Get it? Acrobat, fighty. This is a really good issue, actually. And I love the Sugar Gliders in it. So much fun. And then some creepy-ass Robotnik marionette shows up. So there's that problem. Because we can't have fun around here, kids. Captain America number 5! I don't know what's going on here. I think it's supposed to be a different timeline, but it's now, but it's then. Writer is Chip Zdarsky, which explains a lot. Artist is Valero Shitey. It's got to be Shitey, kids, because otherwise it's going to be shitty. Schiti. I want to say Shitey. So they're doing the cleanup after Doom, and everything goes wrong with the other Captain America, and they have to fix the new Captain America, who's been Captain America while Steve's been in the ice. And then Iron Man shows up and asks Steve Rogers if he wants to be an Avenger. And he's wearing that weird Iron Man with the little fins on the top. So it's a fun Captain America book. I just don't know what he's doing. Number 5. Pardon. Number 5. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. What? He's not really going to destroy it, right? Of course not. Let's see who's responsible for this mess. So it's a bunch of Avengers and X-Men and Spider-Men, multiple Spider-Mens, and a giant robot. It's got a giant sword because magic, and Human Torch is attacking because he thinks the Fantastic Four are dead. We all know better. Hold on, kids. I'm still trying to find the middle where it gives me the... Well, fiddly freaking do. Hold on a minute. Because they don't put this right in the front like, you know, everyone else on the planet. No, we're going to be fancy and stick it in the middle because everyone likes it that way. Is it just in the back? Maybe it's in the back. Hold on. Nope. Alright. So, because the ending of this is so terribly bad, we're going to break a little rule we have here on the show. And I'm going to spoil it. So they get Godzilla. They throw him on... Oh, there it is. Okay. Writer Jerry Dugan. Artist Javier Garron. And... Sitronk? Scietronc? Sitronk? Anyways. So, apparently this isn't the end. There's another series coming out shortly. And he's teaming up with Null. So you get Null, Venom, Godzilla. Probably one of the stupidest things I've ever heard of. Spider-Man number 16. Good news here, kids. Even with John Romita couldn't ruin this one for me. Writer is Joe Kelly. Penciler is John Romita Jr. Inker is Scott Hanna. And it's people taking care of what Peter does. Because Peter is in outer space. And Tombstone is going to confront Spider-Man not having a clue that, as we all know, he is Norman Osborn. And it's Norman Osborn, kids. Did you know it was Norman Osborn? It's Norman Osborn. So Tombstone figures out that he's not who he thinks he is. He figured out that he's not Peter Parker. Although he doesn't know that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. He just knows it's somebody else. Oh, wait, no. Tombstone does now. And so there's this guy called Plague RX. And he looks like that. Isn't that cool? And if he touches you... what it is he's a bank for pain. And especially pain that you may have inflicted on someone else. And he takes the pain away from them and stores it. And then when he comes to find you, because you're the one that did the pain, he gives it back to you. All at once. It's kind of cool. So, alright, where are we at? Number 10, Herculoids. Oh, and it's number 10, so you know, guess what this is? Did you guess the last issue? Good for you. Tom Snagowski is our writer. Craig Russo is our artist. The kid finally gets away from the evil intergalactic villains, and the Herculoids come to save the day. That's literally it. No muss, no fuss here. They're there to save the boy and go upon their merry little way, and then they pretty much just, leave us hanging with what might be more Herculoids. This is the worst non-ending of an ending I've ever seen in my life. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, but receipt. Absolute Flash, number 9. We're all in. All in with Absolute Flash. Are you all in, kids? I know I'm not. Where's the... Okay, and they also have the world's tiniest letters. And for all you old people like me, it is on a yellow background with red letters. Jeff Lemire is our writer. Nick Robles is our artist. And Wally is teaming up with the bad guys, like their version of Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold. They're teaming up to go after Thawne, who is this weird lab lady. It is not the Eobard Thawne that you know, because they're trying something different here. So, I heard in the new Batman comic book, Batman's just big, bulky, and stupid. Which kind of works a little bit for me. So, It's all about opening a doorway, and Wally is the key to it. That's all I'm going to give you. Don't just go read it. It's fun to read. Uncle Scrooge, Earth's Mightiest Duck, number 4. And let's get you the regular. Written by Jason Aaron. Art is by, pay attention kids, they're hard to pronounce and there's a lot of them, Lorenzo Pastrovicchio, did pages 1 through 5. Alessandro Pastrovicchio, hey, they got the same last name, did pages 6 through 9. Andrea Fricchio did pages 10 through 13. Giuseppe Camunicoli did the pencils for pages 14 through 18. Danielle Orlandini did the inks for pages 14 through 18. And Dale Eaglesham did pages 19 through 20. So apparently some people needed help with their pencils. And you know the thing. It's multiple ducks, multiple universes, fighting this thing that's after Scrooge's freaking money bin. It's the money bin, right? So it's just the most convoluted thing. But it's got ducks in it, so who cares? It's really fun to read. I think this might be the last one. Let me look. Oh, it's one of... Yeah, I forgot. It's one of those non-endings. So they'll probably have another one out tomorrow. All right, where else are we at here? That was last week's. Now we're into this week's. Yeah, were you with me? All right. Green Lantern, number 29. The best Green Lantern book I've read all the time here. Because why? Green Arrow's in it. Writer is Jeremy Adams. Artist Carmine Giandomenico. And as I've said before, if any of you people, I don't know why you would, are watching the show, I don't know why you would, and are listening to me butcher your names, I apologize. If you'd like to send me something to, like a phonetic spelling, I'll do better, I promise. So, anyways, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, and apparently next issue, Green Lantern has to go ask a favor of Batman. They don't get along that well, so it should be fun to watch. All right. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2, number 5. This means there's one more. Brian Buccellato is our writer. Christian Duce is our artist. Thanks, guys. Those names are pretty easy. So, you know the thing. There's villains, there's heroes, and there's kaiju. To make it even more interesting, take a look at that. They gave a giant growth serum to Superman. But of course, if you're giant, you're also stupid Superman. So, there you go. And then Rodan shows up. And then Ghidorah shows up. And Kong's fighting. Which I don't know why Kong would ever even think about taking on Ghidorah. That three-headed dragon would have him for freaking breakfast. So, we have one more issue to wrap it all up. I'm going to show you one more spread here because it's got Ghidorah and Godzilla in it, and it looks really cool. I think they finally, run out of things from the Godzilla well. I get Godzilla comic books every freaking week now. Every week there's a Godzilla comic book. That's a little much, don't you think? All right, Dynamite. Look, it's only issue number 2, so we got 8 more issues before they cancel this one. Here we are, Supernatural. Greg Pak is our writer. Our artists are Pasquale Guolano, Alessandro Rinaldi, Vincenzo Federici, and Eder Messias. I should get some kind of a medal. So the boys are in Vegas, and they run into a lady that's the Lady of Luck, who's actually a ghost, and she needs their help. This is traditional. This is, okay, for all you supernatural people like me, this is while they're still hunting the demon with the yellow eyes that killed their mother. So we're still doing that. There's no Crowley. There's no Castiel. It's just the boys. Hanging out, having adventures, driving the pretty car, seeing the pretty ladies, even if they're a ghost. And it's got a lot. The artwork's okay, but you can tell when it changes. And I don't know if they just wanted to get it in on time or what. I think if you're going to put out a series like this, you should have 3 issues in the can. Or in the box or the computer, whatever. 3 issues completely done. Penciled, inked, lettered, colored, done. That way you got that buffer. You got 3 months to get issue 4 out. And then you've got, well, no, then you're screwed because next month it's got to be issue 5. Maybe you get them all done first. That'd be wild, wouldn't it? We're going to wrap it up with a little manga. Cucamonga. This is book 11 of Kamen Rider Kuga. You have to read it backwards. But the Kaiju Cooking one I had to read backwards too. I'm getting better at this. After 11 books, I better. Alright. So, original story is Shotaro Ishinomori. Script is Toshino Inoue. Art is Hitsatsu Yokoshima. And then the translation is done by Jonathan Clements and Motono Tamamuro. Okay. So, Kuga is one of my favorite Kamen Riders. This is not my show, Kuga. This is something else. This has the basic idea of Kuga being this nice man who has to fight these monsters who think killing us is a game. Currently, this giant man that's a turtle demon that throws giant iron balls at people is in it. And he's been in it a while. So, and then there's a detective who is this terrible, terrible misogynistic monster who has women that he uses for tables and doesn't want to learn their names, so he calls them Eiko, Biko, and Siko. Also, Agito is in this. Also, the crazy little woman from Agito that made the suit, the G suit. She's in it. And she's got the designs on the suit. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work, because Agito is its own separate thing, and you're blending these things together. There's even an evil Agito in this. So it's interesting because it's nothing like Kamen Rider. It's very, very horror kind of manga, because these monsters are just terrible. They are big, ugly things that will kill you as soon as look at you, because you're just a person. And they could care flippin' less that you're around. So, also for some reason there's a little more implicit nudity in this than any Kamen Rider I've ever seen. Like a lot more. Even when it was Revice and they had a bathhouse. This is worse than, or not worse, I mean there's just a lot more nudity. So there you go. Alright, so let's do our splitting them up. I'm not putting Kuga in it. I already know he's a superhero and it's awkward to hold the comic book. Alright, let's see. Maybe I will put it in. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. So let's split them up, and Uncle Scrooge isn't a hero. There we go. Let's see. Herculoids are heroes. Spider-Man. Godzilla's comic book has so many superheroes in it, I have to include it. Sonic's a superhero. This Starship Godzilla has no heroes in it, so we're not doing that. Kaiju Cooking's not really a hero. Silverhawks is. What's this? Oh, these are these things you can get to show you that there's new stuff coming, like a new Daredevil series about time, and stuff from DC. So there you go. All right. So we have, for the non-hero section of the show, 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, this is for 2 weeks. So let's see what we got for the heroes. 2, 3, 4, 9. So heroes win again. That's in this household. That's pretty much a true statement. That's how that's going to work. All right. So let's take a peek at the camera. Oh, we're not going that long. Camera battery's still yellow. I haven't charged it. So we'll talk about what you need to do. You need to go and, sorry, I was distracted by the TV. My friend Marissa Rivera is on it. She's one of my Instagram buddies. Go read a comic book. I mean, seriously, I've been telling you this for, what, 250 episodes? You need to go to the comic book store. If you live in Kalamazoo, Fanfare has a lovely selection of 50-cent bin comics that you can just go through and look and find what you like. If you like it, it could lead to buying new ones. You never know. You can read them online for free. There's an app through your library that lets you read any kind of comic book they have scanned in, graphic novels, what have you, for free. There's a lot of free comic books out there. And I was talking that the other day with a friend of mine. Comic strips also count as reading. Unless it's Little Nemo in Slumberland. I think that's a silent comic strip. But I read some of those. Wallace the Brave is my current new favorite because it's great. Go to gocomics.com and look for Wallace the Brave, and you could thank me later because it's awesome. There's just so many places you can read a comic book. Plus, it's good for you to read. Go out and read something. It's really, really good for you to read something. Okay? 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 All right. Anyways. I hope somebody sends me a pronunciation guide for all of these wonderful artists who work so hard to give us these great, awesome comic books. No sarcasm intended. And that's it. That's what I've got. Do what I told you to do. Go read a comic book, and I'll see you next time. I tell you it's going to be next week, but why would we want to lie to each other, right? All right? I'll get them out as I get them out. As soon as I get used to my job, maybe they'll be back to normal. We'll see. All right? Okay? All right. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching the show. Be sure to like and subscribe and tell all your friends. And go read a comic book.